Hello. Good morning. Good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Good morning. I promise I actually wasn't late on purpose. I know I'm never late on purpose, but I was really on time. I woke up at 6 a.m. I got myself all ready. I was just outside in the garden playing amongst the plants. I wanted to say flowers. There's not really a lot blooming, but I did manage to find some stems with flowers on them already. So I thought we could start today's stream by making the first real bouquet of the year. For those of you who are new here, I grow flowers, and I don't know if it's primarily, one of the top reasons I grow my flowers is so that I can make bouquets for my partner. He loves receiving them, and I love making them. So I make him flower arrangements almost every day of summer. As soon as the flowers are like in season, oh my God, my skin is looking crazy today. There's a lot of under eye bag. Apologies, I don't even have tired as an excuse. It's just my face now. Anywho, yeah, I like to make him a bouquet every day, if I can, if we have the flowers for it. And right now, we have some beautiful scented geraniums. We have hostas, we have irises, we have peonies. No flowers on any of these things, just the leaves, some fern leaves, some mint. I collected a bunch of stuff from my back garden, and then I went into the front garden and I collected even more stuff. I got a little tree branch, some lily of the valley, some daffodil stems, and some feverfew, and a kale, a flowering kale. Oh, and some honeysuckle vine. I just thought we could figure out something with all this stuff. I don't even know what vase I want to put them in yet. I haven't actually decided how big of an arrangement this is going to be. These are all top-heavy things, so maybe something with a wider base. I'm looking around my studio to see if I have any. Okay, that's got a wide base, but it's not enough room for the number of stems I want. Cool. Maybe we could just make it first and think about it later. Figure out where it'll go later. I'm pretty sure I have at least some idea. Like, the geraniums are obviously going to be the center point because they are the only things that are actually flowering right now. Everything else is kind of, you know, just leaves at this point, which again, I'm totally okay with. It's spring. That's what we have in spring in my garden. I do not have a very big spring garden, so most of my stuff doesn't pop off till summer. So I already know this. I also know Alex does not turn his bouquets, so the bouquet is able to have a front and a back to it rather than it having to be 360, which is how I make bouquets if they're for me or for like other people. But I know Alex does not move his stuff around. He just likes it where it goes, and then it stays there until it gets changed out, which is fine. Autism is a way of life, okay? All right, so here's my little stem batch of geraniums. Where did everyone go? Did we just lose stream abilities here? Hold on. Nope, everything's okay. Cool. Bye. Hold on a sec. Let me check if my pictures from Discord all uploaded. I uploaded like 1 million. Nope, they did not yet. Let's try that again. See if those are in the old Discord. Hey, Louisa. Just a second. I have to check if the 48,000 flower. Oh, failed to send. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Retry. Just give me a sec here. I'm figuring it all out. It's all coming together. I closed my phone at the wrong time. Please hold. It's all loading. It's gonna be so worth it when you see the flowers. You're gonna be like, wow, that's so many flowers. I uploaded a bunch from last year and then also a bunch from this year so that we can see the comparison in size on some of those things. I hope the order didn't get mixed up though. It probably did. I'll have to remember. I'll have to use my big brain. You'll have to help me. We are this reacting, hold on. This reacting thing should have plants. I agree. Honestly, we should do that. I should make a plant type emoji. Good idea. What will the plant be though, Louisa? Oh my God. I guess it's school time. Kids are wild, man. Okay, just let those load for a sec. Let me put these back in water because I don't want to be just holding them out of water like that while I upload 1,000 photographs for you. Something is wrong with YouTube right now. It's showing 0 people here, so that's impossible because I'm chatting with you, Louisa. But if there's a glitch, everyone just take a deep breath and get a coffee. I'll be right back if there's a glitch. Okay, hold on. So many pictures of plants have been uploaded. You're gonna be like, wow, Laura, that's a lot of plants. I have cramps. Oh, same, girl, same. I had like a Mother Nature moment yesterday where I was like, oh, I felt the moment, you know, like first response, the moment it happens. Literally the moment it began, I was like, I was outside and I was feeling my like environment and I knew. And I don't mean like a mess. I mean like just I knew in my soul. I had pain and then I was like, oh, I'm literally getting that right now. Beautiful. And then I was correct. Sorry, I'm still uploading photos. Let's see, I can't do much. Oh, that's sorry. All of your energy is there. I might step out soon. I'll let you know in case you want to end the stream if no one shows up. First of all, rude. Second of all, thank you for that. But I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna be really brave and I'm gonna hang out here. And at least I'm gonna arrange the flowers. I'm sure everybody's just slowly waking up. They're like, wait, what? Laura's already live? She's on time? That's probably what it is. Don't you think? Okay, hold on. Let me get back into my Discord, put all the photos. Oh gosh, stop it. I'm doing something. Okay. All right, nope, here we go. Retry. It's okay. It's gonna be great. Yes, I'll be lurking anyways. Well, sounds good. I'm going to be doing lots of fun things because arranging flowers is probably in my top 10 favorite activities to do. And even though we're not really arranging flowers because we don't really have a lot of flowers blooming yet, it's still called flower arranging because you don't call it plant arranging. What do you think this is? Okay, finally, 1 million photos have been uploaded to our Discord where we will now join together in excitement and happiness. Actually, no, you know what? Before we join together in excitement and happiness regarding all of the flowers, is everything loaded? Everything worked? Gorgeous. Okay, 1 million flowers. Uh-oh. Did that all work? Okay, maybe that all worked. We'll see. Did you see my Mother's Day gift? I'll share last time, but I don't remember if you saw it. I did. I commented on it, Louisa. I said, that's an amazing gift. A serger. Great project. Start. Gonna be great. Now you're going to be serging all the ends of everything. Interlock stitching over all of your things, because it's a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, what is touching me? A leaf. Yes, a leaf. How long was that there? Okay, so here we go. Let's arrange some flowers. I think I'm going to use the vase that's already here, because that's the one I picked out this morning thinking I wanted to use. I may have picked too much foliage to go into the vase, but that's okay. We'll make 2 bouquets if we have to. No one ever said, ew, that's too many flowers. Right? Right. Oh my God, relax. Okay, so here's all my foliage, or foliage, or foliage. Some people say foliage, even though it's got an I. Okay, here's the geraniums. So these geraniums, I planted them from seed 3 years ago, and they are looking amazing now this year. I picked a couple of these little stems off, huge stems. They're not even little. They're beautiful big stems. Look at them. Isn't that stunning? So I think what I want to do is, what do I want? Do I want to put them in last so that I can spread them all out through the bouquet? Or do I want them all bunched together in the bouquet so that you can really tell there's flowers? I will say there's not a lot of flowers right now in the garden. I kind of feel like I want them to be together, like in a heavy bunch on one side, or maybe a heavy bunch in the front. So like the whole front of the bouquet is pink flowers. That seems like a good idea. And then I think something stiff for the back to keep it kind of structural. I've got these cute tree branches. I have these cute tree branches. I don't know how they're gonna handle it. They're kind of wilting right now, so I don't know if I want to use those as my structure. My original plan was peonies. These are my peonies. I say they're my peony branches. My peonies don't flower because I don't take care of them. So I just have branches for them. But I have a couple in here, a couple good peonies. Maybe what I can do is I'll make the peony. If I keep saying peony, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to put the peony branches in first because they have the most structure. And I think they'll give structure to our geraniums to kind of rest on. Don't you think? And then peony number 3, go ahead. So there, now there's like a lattice to stick the geraniums into so that they'll be able to stay a little bit more upright. They are fairly upright to begin with. Like, I'm not super concerned, but I think it'll make a better showing and a more structured arrangement. This year I'm kind of thinking I want to do some more arrangements. Since I do them every day, they really don't need to last very long, and usually I'm making my bouquets a bouquet, something that I'm like planning on it being 360 and lasting a week, but really I do replace them almost daily. So I think I want to do some, like, maybe I want to get some green flower foam, you know, and like start poking flowers in weird ways to make beautiful things. Like, I like making bouquets, so you'd think that I would also like flower arranging, like for arrangements. You know, like when you see a spray of roses at a wedding in a church, like that's different than just a bouquet. So I think this year I might incorporate some more artsy fartsy stuff into my bouquets for Alex. I think he would like it, and I think I would like it, and that's all it takes. Okay, so here's the front. You can see geraniums all across it. Great. Now, who's next? I saw these branches out front and they looked really cute. It's like a tree that looks like a rose bush, but it's actually a tree and it doesn't make flowers. So it's totally not a rose bush, but look at the leaves. Don't they remind you of a rose bush? I feel like they reminded me of a rose bush, so I'm wanting to put a few of those in. And I think I'm gonna stick these ones all together so that it's like a more clumpy section of that stuff. I think it'll look it'll add interest. I don't know why I can't take myself seriously at all when I say words like that. It'll add structure. I can't even pretend to be serious about it, even though that is what it is doing. It is adding structure. That is the truth. Okay. There's the front now. I wonder if me doing it while standing might be better so that you guys can see the front as I do it. Like, hold on. Like that, so that I can put it as the front view, because that's going to be how it's set up in Alex's office. And then I'll just put my knee on the chair. One sec. Where is this thing? There you are. Knee. Chair. Okay, I also got a couple of branches off of my choke cherry, and I do want to use those, so don't let me forget about them. I got a few of these, which are, what are these called? Lily of the Valley, and I want to put them in. And they kind of always are in the shade fully, so I'm going to incorporate that into how I'm putting them into the bouquet. They're kind of going to be underneath everything. There. Okay, and now for more structure. Oh, Louisa says, Elisa is finally crawling following Ada. Ada's alone time is over. She'll have to learn to play by herself when she feels overwhelmed. And guess what? She's gonna feel overwhelmed because a baby that can crawl is a menace. And then a baby that can walk is an absolute menace. These are iris leaves. My irises are also not going to flower this year, which is fine. I don't care. I'm basically storing these irises until I can get them into the ground where we will live, like at our final home. So I don't really care. Same with the peonies. They're kind of just in storage right now. So the fact that they don't bloom does not upset me. I will get them to bloom again. I just need to keep them alive. So they're basically just on life support with me. Which means I get to harvest the leaves for flower arrangements. And they make such pretty decoration, don't you think? There. Oh, hi. You have 2 lives going. I was chatting in the wrong one. What? I have 2 lives going. That's confusing. Hold on, let me see. What's that about? That's not intentional. We were wondering why there was nobody in this live today. Let's make a bouquet. Okay, and then what? Knit a sweater vest. That's not happening. That's not a real live stream. Okay, hold on. Who's in there? Okay, let's see if I can get into this and get rid of it. This one is called Knit a Sweater Vest. We are not doing that. Delete. I understand. Delete forever. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I had 2 live streams going. That was not my intention. All right, now let's see if we can get in here. Okay, and then content, live. Let's make a bouquet. Okay, and then knitting a sweater vest. More actions. Delete forever. Okay. How weird is that? Sorry. That's okay. We're gonna make it work. Everyone just hold your horsies. I'm just making it work here. I'm deleting the other lives so that you only see one live stream because there's only one live stream today. And it's here. I don't know what happened to the other one. Also, hi Discord, or hi Twitch, hi Facebook. Nice to see all of the chats. Everyone, happy to see you. Okay, hold on. Hello Melissa, hello Louisa. Hello. Welcome to the live stream, where sometimes it gets a little chaotic because I somehow stream twice. I'm here now. Welcome, Winged Matchbox. Glad to have you. Glad to have you all. Thank you for being here today. All right, there. Got everything loaded how I like it. So, here's what we're at right now with the flower arranging. I was just talking about how I'm using my iris leaves in my arrangements, even though my irises just don't flower. Occasionally, like last year, I think I got one purple iris to flower out of all my iris plants. Sorry, I'm trying to find where this can fit. There. Okay. These are all geraniums in the front. I have 3... Oh gosh, I almost just lost all my greenery. It's okay, put it all here. I have 3 marigolds, which may be a little bit of a sad showing right now, but that's all we got. The marigold season is barely begun, so I have 3 Jolly Jesters that we can poke in, but they're kind of like wimpy. Because it's just the first ones of the season, okay? It's not their fault. Let my marigolds live. But they're short stemmed, so I can't really arrange them in a super focal way because they're not long enough. Here, just try and poke in. You could do it. You can bend a little. You can bend. You don't have to like curve. Thank you. That's it. That's all I wanted. Beauty. Okay, so these can just go in the shade. That's the only spot for them because it's the only spot where their short stems will be okay to go. Ugh, I lost one. All right, we're down 1 marigold. So we have 2 little secret marigolds in the bottom here. Those are just a little secret surprise, I guess. And then I've got, oh, I have ferns. I forgot. Oh, and I forgot I have a really perfect and beautiful. Where'd you go? I'm talking about you, hoping you'll show up so I can just pull it out and go da 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 da. Hello, where are you? I'm missing a significant branch right now. I have these fern fronds and they're beautiful. These are sensitive ferns, as you can see, little dramatic. She's been out of water for a second. Look, this one's been out of water for 1 second. Those ones went out of water for 10 seconds. It's fine. You're fine. We don't need to be so dramatic. So these, I just want to stick them in so that they show, because they're such a pretty leaf. Put one of those on this side too. Beauty. Gorgeous. I have feverfew here somewhere. Oh, there you are. I have 1 stem of feverfew, and this will bloom in a day or 2. It's almost ready to bloom, so I picked it and I figure it'll probably bloom. And it'll bloom. Oh, it is. It's already opening. The flowers are opening. And then there was a kale blooming out front. And I know it's just a kale. But, like, flowers are flowers. I'm not going to be discriminating against my brassicas just because they're usually thought of as food plants. It's not her fault. She was born a brassica. And the little yellow flower she made is still pretty. I also have 1 sage blossom. Just the 1. So I'm going to put that right in the front so that it can make the house smell nice. Well, Alex's office anyway. Pretty. And then I also have a chokecherry branch. And I think I will, or not I think, I'm shoving that in also. I kind of want that to be up front too. Everything needs to be in the front because I want to look at everything. That makes sense, right? I also have these, hold on. I have another chokecherry branch, which I can just tuck in. It doesn't really need to be in the water. Can I just squeeze right back in here, please? Thanks so much. Wow, you don't even care about me. I'll just stick you like that. You don't even need water. You just really are there for decoration. Okay, and then these branches are kind of looking super sad. So I want to put them in water to see if they will eventually perk back up, because if they don't perk back up, I don't want them. I've also damaged a few things. Okay, I also have honeysuckle, which is, I don't know, it's kind of like not a thing that I like in my garden, but it's impossible to get rid of. So instead of working against it, I'm just working with it now. I cut it whenever I want to. I rip out vines whenever I want to, with the understanding that more than likely they will just grow back. But now I can cut from it as a cut flower garden option, and use it as like something that trails a little bit. Like I feel like this honeysuckle would look really pretty with amaranth later in the season. I also have mint, which I like to put in my bouquets because two things. It roots and then I can replant it, A, and B, it smells so nice. It smells nice in your house if you have mint just as a pet or as a cut flower. I can't wait to talk about my pet, by the way. Oh wait, I cut both of the sage flowers? Laura, that wasn't very good. Okay, I have 2 sage flowers now. I have something fun to talk about today in the discussion times. My onion, you know how I talk about my pet onion? My pet onion, I've had it since 2023, but it was already a plant in 2023. So I think I started the bulb inside in 2022 winter, because in 2023 it was already outside planted and coming up in the spring. Like part of me believes it might even be earlier than that now, but I can't verify. The oldest photo I could find of it was 2023, and I think it's like February 2023 is my oldest photo of my pet onion. And she is fully flowering right now, and I got pictures from last year because I thought it was about the same size as last year. It's triple the size that it was last year. So she's just thriving. Who knew a pet onion could bring so much joy? I mean, I should have known because it's me, but I didn't. I really didn't think much of that onion when I put it into some water first and then soil and then out into the garden. I didn't think much of it. I just thought I thought I don't want it to just die because it sprouted inside, and it's not my fault that or it's not its fault that it sprouted inside. It was being an onion. So I put it in a pot because I thought she's doing her best. I should help. And then she just kept saying thank you for the last 3 or 4 years. I know I've been saying it's 3 or 4 years, but now that I found photographic evidence, I'm feeling good about it. Sorry, I'm also adding in some wild violet leaves because they're big and beautiful and they perk up beautifully in water. They look a little sad when you pick them, but they perk up. And I did some hosta leaves. Oh, I have another mint sprig. Bro, I don't know if there's room for the mint sprig. There's room for everything if you believe. I'm hurting the different stems by shoving this mint stem in. It's fine. It's fine. It's worth it. Also, I picked some sweet alyssum, but there is nowhere for it to go, so I think I'm just going to give this to the birds to play with. And then another one of those tree branches that's looking particularly sad. Put the rest of those in. I do have one more fern frond. An extra fern frond isn't gonna hurt anything, you know? Probably. There's never too many ferns. Okay, are you ready to see the final look? I think it's done. It's finished. Ta-da! The first bouquet of summer. The first bouquet of summer. Summer. Summer bouquets. It's time for summer. I'm so excited to start making bouquets for Alex for summer. Okay, here's my summer bouquet. Bouquet day 1. Summer bouquet day 1 is finished. Unfortunately, like I said, we are not in full flower yet, but I found a kale flower, some feverfew, and my geraniums are stunning. I feel like I have a little bit of a empty spot in the front, and I kind of want to do that, but I don't know. I think I need a shorter stem so that I can just tuck in. Just go on, tuck right in there, little foster. Just for a little bit of a leafiness in the front. We love a leafy little bit, don't we? Ain't gonna bother no one. I love a leafy little flower arrangement. I'll tell you what. I know Alex is going to love his leafy little flower arrangement because he always loves when I bring him a flower arrangement. It makes him feel particularly loved and special. And it makes me feel connected to him because when I harvest the flowers that I grew, sorry, I'm away from the mic. 1 second. Because when I harvest the flowers that I grew from seed with him in mind, like I grow the things knowing that I'm going to want to put together bouquets for Alex. So it's like very, oh God, I forgot. I'm wearing white socks. I just wiped my literal dirty hands on white socks. Oh well. Anyway, I like to grow things from seed, and then I feel like a powerful witch. And then I like to harvest the things I grew from seed, and then I feel like there's magic in the things I've harvested. And then whoever receives the things that I've harvested, that I've grown, receives the magic. So when I give Alex a bouquet every day, it's not just a bouquet that I'm giving him like 4 months of work and years of knowledge building and planning and dedication and also passion. I love flower arranging, so like I'm giving him something I loved making from the beginning. So there's love, there's magic, and there's plants. So if you struggle to find a way to show your love, maybe grow a garden, because tell me you can't tell that I love him right now. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Is this fern a little too low? You good, bro? Can I tuck you in a little further? Maybe put this mint branch underneath you just to help hold up your fronds there. There we go. That's better. It's gorgeous. There. So thank you for coming to watch me arrange flowers. Now let's jump in to the garden tour because, girlfriend, let me tell you, the garden is... I'm going to show you the first things first because there's something that is the most important to me, and that is my onion. And I want you to see her in all of her glory right now. Look at this. Look at that glorious monster. Hold on, let me get you to the top. Look at her. She's beautiful, stunning, one of a kind, unoriginal. Look at that flower. Look at that flower. Beautiful. Look at that flower. Look at the way the tips curve in the same direction of the leaves. Magnificent. She's everything. She is the moment. This is Mother. Anyway, this is something I'm really excited about in the garden. I don't know if you could tell. It adds so much character. Look at this. Look at how look at the character. Look, it's so vertical and blue. It adds texture because there's this papery dry stuff at the bottom, then these long blue tubes, and then these spiky flowers. I feel like it has so much to offer. Onions. They have so much to offer. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking, okay? When eventually Alex and I have like a farm or something, I'm going to plant an onion patch, and you might think, oh, of course, you'll have a farm, so you'll plant an onion patch for you to eat onions. Wrong. I am going to plant a flower onion patch. Laura, those are called allium. Wrong. I'm going to plant regular grocery store onions in a pile in my yard, and I'm going to have a whole clump of these bad boys. So that's one of the things going on. Let's just start from the end. I kind of want to start from the beginning. It's a very good place to start. Julie Andrews. The Sound of Music. Okay, where are we? Okay, here we are. June 3rd. When I have the garden space someday, I'll have onions and garlic chives. Totally. Yup. Okay, we talked on the 3rd already, so this we've already seen. Just to round it out. Yeah, garlic and chives. Yeah, totally. I get it. I got you, girlfriend. Okay, so look, this is from last year. This is my onion about to flower last year. So look, this is one big one, right? And then 2 little baby ones, making 2 little baby flowers, you see? So cute. But one big one. Versus now, 3 big ones. Last year on June 5th, this is what I was able to harvest from the garden. I had bleeding hearts. My bleeding hearts are already finished. I had 1 purple iris. I didn't get any irises. Oops, I didn't get any irises this year. Hold on. And mint and a grass. So there wasn't a ton blooming last year at this time. Ooh, do you hear that frog in my throat? But there was still something. So you can see when we look all around the garden of last year how big everything was. I feel like we do have some stuff that's ahead of last year, and then we have some stuff that's behind. And that's just fine by me. See, the sweet alyssum was already blooming this time last year. That's good. The yarrow is definitely farther ahead was definitely farther ahead last year than it is this year. I don't have any flowering heads like this right now on my yarrow. Also, this was a sunflower I had last year. Look how big it is on June 5th. I went back in my phone and I looked back at old photos. And look, I had this last year on June 5th. These were all June 5th. Oh, look, Candace, whenever you get in, leave a comment if you get to see this later. Look at the geranium last year. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe 6 stems of flowers-ish, and look how big it was. It's grown so much. And look, there's the peony that I took cuttings from today, but this is last year. Again, no flowers on it. And there's the flowering onion last year, looking glorious. Just like a full foot taller than that now. This is also last year. I'm growing this. I collected seeds from this zinnia last year at Happy Rolf's Rescue Farm or something like that. Rolf's Farm. It's a farm. It's not a petting zoo. It's like a rescue that you can go walk around, and they set it up like it looks like a petting zoo, but you can't access the animals. It's for kids. Anyway, they have beautiful flower flower planting gardens. I collected seeds from this last year. And this is what I have in my garden bed for my short zinnias, is this one, because it's a short variety. Is this last year or this year? This is this year. This is right now. Okay, so some of my stuff got disorganized. Apologies. It may be a little chaotic in here during the talk. So this is right now what we're looking at in the garden when we go outside. It's a lot of green. We do have a lot of green. It's great. It's nothing near as good as 2 years ago, which is kind of sad because I thought this year is the best year so far. Turns out 2 years ago we had a phenomenal year and had so much already in bloom by the time these pictures were taken. As you can see, lots of green, not a lot of color yet. But it's coming, it's so close. Look at my beautiful onion. Can we just look at this? Look at her. She's perfect. It's a perfect plant. It adds so much vibes in this picture. Honestly, there's a lot in this picture that I wish I could just not look at. Thing number 1, broken stick. Thing number 2, raised garden bed visible. Thing number 3, this thing that holds the hose. Thing number 4, the tomato cage. Thing number 5, the hanging basket. Thing number 6, the barbecue. All these things, I don't like looking at them. This is the sage that I took pictures of the flowers. This is the apricot status. I was trying to get a picture from one of the corners so you could see what we got. Onion love. I love my onion. She's beautiful. My onion. Okay, this coleus was just like a bunch of my other coleus. You could not tell any different. And now it is this phenomenal, bright, there's white, yellow, green, and pink. And fuchsia. Okay, so this is not a shadow. The dark pink is a different color than the light pink. Like the veins are a dark pink, a separate dark pink. It's very beautiful. It's very weird. But once it gets a little bigger, it's going to be amazing. These ones they're okay. They're going to get bigger. They're going to be more amazing. The one in the back is the same kind as that fancy one, but has less light. So you can see how much less, like look how intricate the leaves are on this, because this one's getting sunlight versus this one, which is the same plant, just in the shade. Not the speckly one, the pink one in the back. My purple oxalis keep getting screwed around with by the, not raccoons, the squirrels. And so there's like a lot of damage, as you can see, but they'll be fine. As soon as the squirrels leave it alone, which for some reason they do eventually leave the garden alone. I guess once everything gets big enough that it's not fun to hunt in there anymore. But this will heal and then like lots of new leaves will come out. But it does look sad right now. Also, look at that coleus. Isn't that stunning? Isn't she gorgeous? Just lovely. Just lovely. That's not an exciting photo to me. Oh, I have a good little photo shoot here coming up for you. Ready? So first garden, beautiful. Then garden, beautiful. Then overview of garden. Pretty beautiful. Garden looking good. Beautiful. Toby. Look at that magic dog. Is he not the most majestic beast you have ever seen? Look at how big his rib is. This is his rib. This is his rib cage. You could tell how big it is compared to his, like, there's his chest. You could see the line of his chest is smaller than his rib cage. Look at this guy. He was sitting underneath my hosta and I thought it was so cute. I was taking pictures of something at this level and I looked over and this was the angle he was sitting at when I saw him and I was like, he looks like a majestic. He was looking at squirrels, which is why he looks so focused, because he's just staring at squirrels. But this is, look, I just walked around and he just stayed. Oh God, he's so freaking cute. Look at him, he's underneath a hosta leaf. Look, he just sitting there. He just sitting there looking at squirrels. I was walking all around him. I want you to understand. I took photos of this moment and he just was staring at squirrels. And I was like, he's beautiful. He's perfect. He is the moment. And he was like, shut up, woman. I'm trying to find the squirrels. This happened. We don't know how it happened. It's not something that I did. This is an orange marigold. I have nothing to do with this. This must have been a marigold that I accepted from someone else because I did not plant any orange marigolds. I was very displeased, if I do say so myself, with the orangeness. This color, that's yellow. We don't mind her. She's just fine. But this, it's not for me. I'm not about that life. This is exciting. I have yarrow that is called Yarrow Moonlight, and it is just about to bloom. It's like our native variety of yarrow. And look at her. Oh wait, no it's not. White is our native. We have a yellow though. Anyway, she's just about to open today. Look, there's a couple on the side that are so close to being open. And this is what it looks like from far away. She's doing her best. She's not a very big plant this year, but that's okay. I'm not concerned. She's got years to grow. She can just live there. This is a coreopsis. It's called sunrise coreopsis. It's a perennial as well. It's not blooming yet, but it's pretty close. Sweet alyssum, calendula back here. Nasturtiums, of course. The sweet alyssum is everywhere now, and it's blooming all over, and I love it, and it's invited to continue doing so. Look at how freaking adorable sweet alyssum is. If you've never grown it before, highly recommend it. You don't have to start it inside. You just throw the seeds outside before winter ends. And then, bada boom, bada bing, you get gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. Also, my Malva? Okay, I'm starting to wonder if this is a purple hollyhock or if this actually is a Malva, because the flowers are quite large, but I thought it was a Malva zebrina because of the veining on the purple petals. But let me just go ask the internet for a sec. You know, the internet never lets us down. She never lies to us. Purple single hollyhock. Like, maybe that's what we're looking at is what. No, it's not. It's not. This is not a hollyhock. Okay, good. Good. It's definitely a Malva. Here's what a hollyhock looks like. I typed single purple hollyhock. So that's a hollyhock. That's not a hollyhock. That's a Malva. Which is good, because I didn't think that's where it was going to be. But beautiful. Look at my amaranth velvet curtain. Look at how beautiful she is. Look at how dark purple. She's so pretty. Look at her. She's trying to flower, and I'm getting concerned because it's not time to flower yet, but we're not freaking out yet. So that's the next batch. This right here is just a picture of poison ivy. This is all just poison ivy, poison ivy. So be careful. I just wanted to show you how excited I am about my feverfew. I am growing a lot of feverfew this year. I have 12 plants in my front garden, 12 established plants like this one in my front garden that I'm just not bothering with and gonna use them as stems as they grow them. But in the backyard where I have all my growing plants, I've got all these stems of feverfew coming up, and they're beautiful, healthy, not bug bitten. They're gonna be perfect for bouquets. In this flower, you can see an arrangement of flowers, actually. We've got the pansies in the back. This here is a lily of some kind. I think it's an oriental lily, but it might be an Easter lily. I don't remember. I don't remember if it smells or not, so I don't know. But I do know it looks cool. Back here in the pot, there is also Rudbeckia cappuccino. There's Pearly Winged Everlasting. There's Black-Eyed Susans. There's Brown-Eyed Susans. At the back somewhere in there, there's also a tall purple pink phlox. This is going to be a beautiful garden pot when it eventually blooms. My darling, what? Did you just tease them?
No.
Oh, I thought you went like this. No. Can you get me a cup of coffee? Were you going to open their cage and they went for you? Oh. Oh, there it is. Pearly Winged Everlasting is this one. She's beautiful. Oh, also over here, this is the only rose campion that survived winter. We had a rough winter for the rose campions, but that's okay because we decided to plant a whole bunch of rose campion seeds in the late winter, early spring, and now we have all these plants. As you can see, the squirrels, this is a hole right beside that one peony leaf, and they damaged a couple of them, but there's a bunch of healthy rose campions in here. They're doing their best. See, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I count 14 rose campions, so they should be fine. This pot is going to be kind of a disappointment this summer because nothing is going to happen in it except leaves, but it's fine. Sometimes that's what you got to do. So I'm all about textures when I'm organizing how I put my plants in the garden. I want the leaves to be different shapes, different colors, and different textures. So some of them need to be soft, some of them need to be prickly, some of them need to be smooth, and some of them need to be velvety. There needs to be, some need to be like wispy, and some need to be like structurally firm. I like having all of those things together because I feel like it makes it look like cool vibes. So here is how I see what I'm looking at here. I see the mint as like one soft sort of glitter on the flowers or on the leaves. And then the catnip over on the side is kind of this big juicy, like crunchy thing. And then the hostas down at the bottom, those are also juicy, but the leaves next to them are juicy and waxy. Those are my umbrella plant. And then there's a fern in there that's dry and wispy. And then there's also sweet alyssum, which is wet and wispy. And then there's lilac, which is structural and waxy. I like clumps of textures. Look at this hosta. Ain't she gorgeous? She's small now, but she'll grow. I'm very excited for that hosta. My first ballerina zinnia has bloomed. Right now it's very small, and I honestly should have pinched it back because of how small the flower is and how small the plant is while trying to flower, but I couldn't. It's such a cute color. Look at how pale it is. It's like the palest pink. Also, more yarrow. This yarrow is a pastel mix or an apricot mix or a summer berries mix. This is where my feverfew is at right now. It's coming along. Very happy about the feverfew. These are going to be perfect stems in my garden. Literally perfect for flower arrangements. Another angle of the whole yard. There's that beautiful hosta. And then the hammock. Oh, I went through a whole thing yesterday on fixing my hammock. So our hammock has been left outside all winter. Don't do that. That's not a good idea. But we did. And unfortunately, the side effect is that it got mold all over it. Little spots of mold all over it. Black, like speckles. And it looked dirty, obviously. And it had dirt on it. So it was dirty. So I soaked it in the tub with OxiClean first. I did 2 soaks. Then I did 2 soaks to rinse off the OxiClean. Then I did a soak in bleach. Don't worry, I made sure it was fully clean. I washed the tub out. There was no OxiClean. There was never an overlap of OxiClean and bleach. I know you can't mix those two. I even saw it on the packaging. Anyway, bleached it. Then brought it outside without rinsing the bleach. I just put it outside and hung it up on my clothesline, and it dried out. It doesn't smell like bleach anymore, and it's white again. It wasn't directly bleached. I added like bleach to water, so it's not like thank you so much, baby. It's not like I'm saying it's got bleach hanging all over it. It was like diluted bleach, obviously. But now you can see the hammock is no longer yucky. Isn't it a cute little setup? Now we have a backyard with a barbecue. We have a hammock. We have a little chair and table set up. I mean, it's taken us, 5 years to get here in this space, but I'm pretty happy with like the setup we've got now. I'm pretty happy with how it's all come together. And what I like most, and I was telling Alex about this, if we ever buy property, we have an entire perennial garden ready to go into the ground, which is what I'm really excited about. We won't have to like I think that probably, I mean, I'm very impatient. What I would like to do if I was an organized and patient person is we would buy a place with land, and then we would live there for a year without changing anything about the land, like just putting in our main garden but not really changing anything, so that I can see a whole season in the garden before adding my own perennials, because maybe the previous owner had a perennial setup that is going to be gorgeous or hideous and I might have to change things. But all of my perennials will be happy to go into the ground, and I have a whole yard full of hostas. Like, I think I'll be able to inoculate my entire yard with wild violets, and I think that I'll be able to multiply my lilac. Like looking at it, I think we have a pretty good start. How often do you water? So it depends. If we never get rain, let's just say there is no rain, rain is not real, I would probably water every other day. But like every other day, like I'll water in the morning today, and then tomorrow no water, and then the next day I'll water at night. And then it'll go no water the next day, no water the next day, and then the next day I'll water in the morning. That's like the schedule right now. If it rains, the rain counts as a day of water. So 2 days off. If it was a big rain, I'll sometimes do 3 days off, but I would say unless it's like, yeah, I would say probably every other day or every third day kind of thing. But it doesn't need much water because these pots are quite deep, so they hold it quite well. Like, you can see that I watered this morning, so everything is looking damp, but all that is going to stay damp looking till at least lunchtime. So, like, the watering lasts quite a long time for these guys. Also, the choke cherry, she's doing great. She's got little baby cherries on her now. So happy about it. There's the peony that will not flower. She just lives here. These are my gladiolus. They will eventually do something, allegedly. I'm hopeful. Wouldn't it be amazing if we got some beautiful gladiolus flowers this year? We'll see. I know we will. I don't know why I'm even worried. Of course we're going to get gladiolus flowers. We have gladiolus bulbs. Right? Oh, also look, ta-da! The first baby's breath has bloomed. Look how cute she is. She's just a baby. Also, this was something I have tried to explain lots of times. Tell me that doesn't literally look like a hummingbird. So this is hummingbird salvia. It's literally got a beak and wings and a body and a tail. It's literally a hummingbird. How? How do they do that? And also, I understand, like, it's not built to look like a hummingbird. It's built to fit a hummingbird's beak. It's a hummingbird feeder. Like, this is what hummingbirds like, red and tubular flowers. However, what do you mean? What do you mean you made a hummingbird food that also looks like a hummingbird? I just feel like this is the coolest and weirdest thing that I ever see in nature. Don't you think that's so weird? It even looks like a beak? I thought it was very cool. You are not as excited as I am about it, but that's okay. Look, there's one and there's one. It even has an open beak, bro. It's a flower. How does the flower even know to make a beak? How could the flower possibly know what a hummingbird looks like? Okay, and if the flower doesn't know what a hummingbird looks like, how is it a coincidence that a red flower that looks like a hummingbird is the perfect food for a hummingbird? You know what I mean? Anyway, this is my Bee Haven salvia. I just said that out loud for the first time and heard behaving, and now I'm wondering if they named it Behaven because it's a container salvia and bees and hummingbirds like it. Behaven. I don't know, man. Here's my gorgeous castor bean, who I need to save seeds off of this year because I have 0 castor bean seeds left. And I only have the red variety, which is fine. She's beautiful, but also I would like the green one. There's the hammock. You can see not black with mold anymore. Quite pleased, quite proud, quite happy about it. Thank you. Also, I'd like to draw your attention to the giant hole that has been burned into the screen between the garage and our backyard. When we put the barbecue up against it and cooked food, it burned through it. So we have now moved the barbecue to the other side where it will be safe. Look at this fern. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my fern collection's complete? Well, you would be wrong, because I'm about to show you a whole bunch of beautiful ferns. But first, let me show you my other malva. Also this. Nothing to worry about here. I'm sure that will not cause us problems this summer at all. But I have two hollyhocks here, or malva, I don't know. This one is going to be white or pale in color, and this one's going to be purple or pink. And I'll show you if I can get up close to it. There we go. See? See the tip of the flower? The tip of the flower is light in color versus... Oh, there it is. Look at that. Okay, maybe that's going to be a little pinky, actually, now that I'm looking it up close, like a light pink with some veining. So I think that's a malva zebrina. And then I also have snapdragons coming along. Snapdragons should be getting ready to bloom pretty soon. Like, I'm going to say we're probably going to see our first flowers at the end of next week for snapdragons. My cosmos are doing really good. They're late. Everything's late this year. This poppy is just about to open, and I don't know what color it is, but I'm hoping it's a dusky rose. I forgot about this basil, and I found it today, and I went, that looks pretty healthy. I don't usually do well with basil because I over-harvest, but currently looks good. Okay, and then we'll go to the next one. Oh, okay, Louisa, if you're still here, you don't have to participate in the conversation, but I do want to show something to you that I think is very interesting, and it is your coffee plant. So this is what she looks like right now, right? She's fine, nothing too upsetting. Like she's a little bit, what's that? Is that a shine? Is she shiny? Is that the reflection of the sun on her leaves? No. That's her sunburn. No, not that way. This way. Look at that. I thought it was what the sun was reflecting. It's not. Those are the burns. That's the burn mark on each of the leaves. Look how pretty the sunburn on a coffee plant is. Also, it's healing. This leaf was almost entirely sunburnt, and now it's healing, and it's getting better. Look at the sunburn part. You go, oh, that's definitely killed the leaf, right? You look at that and you go, that part of the leaf is definitely dead. It's not. This is the back of that same leaf. It's the same leaf. It's not burnt all the way through. So here's the back. That's the front. Isn't that crazy? So it's sunburnt, but just on the front. And the sunburn looks gorgeous on her. She's got a tan. Look at the sharp contrast where the sun didn't hit so hard. I don't know. I just think that looks like a painting of a plant. Like that looks like, oops. No. There we go. That looks to me like a drawing or a painting of a plant. It's so pretty. Anyway, I just wanted you to see it. Also, here's my beautiful stone crop sedum. Just chillin'. Here's another snapper. Getting ready to put out some stems, hopefully. Another basil. Love her. Gonna get ready to harvest some off of that soon. This is all snappies next to her. Lovely. Okay, here's the ferns I wanted to show you. My beautiful ferns. Look at the detail. Have you ever seen something so pretty? Because I'm pretty sure this is like one of the prettiest photos I've ever taken. Look at how pretty the fern is. All of the little fronds are just so gorgeous and so detailed. I feel like I could see the cells. Here's what that looks like from farther away. Here's what it looks like from even farther away. And then these are sensitive ferns, one of my faves. Isn't she the cutest? Oh, this was me proving that it's not dead. I was like, look, underneath the sunburned part, my coffee plant is fine. She's just burnt. See, underneath all the leaves are fine, but the top, look at the top of that. Holy macaroni. It's like fully burnt, but it's not. That one has literal pink on it, look. It's literally burnt, but it's okay. It survived. Okay, hold on. Next set of ferns. I got more ferns for you, don't worry. This is my maidenhair fern. She's amazing and I love her. That's all. I just wanted you to know about that. This one is the sensitive fern up close. Again, so much beautiful detail. Those little white specks are hairs. You can barely feel them, but that's what's there. And look at her ripply little edge. Look at how cute she is. She's so perfect. I love a sharp-edged plant. Look at that beautiful edge. Gorgeous. Anyway, I just wanted you to see that. And then also look at this. This is the other fern up close, the ostrich fern. She's beautiful, stunning, absolutely lovely. God, look at her. Just look at her. This is one of those things where Christians would say, how can there be no God if this exists? And I'm like, I don't know, man, but it's pretty magical. Pretty magical. Okay, that stuff's all boring to me now. I've looked at it all. Here's a beautiful nasturtium doing amazing things with her life. I've had to rip off all of her big leaves. As you can see, there's a broken stem there at the top because she keeps trying to shadow out her sisters, which is rude. This is another amaranth, for some reason, going green. Better not stay green. Don't know why it's turning green. It has everything it needs. But the middle is now turning green. Maybe it's reverting. I don't know. The other one isn't doing that. All right, are you ready for this? This, I'm going to identify some things. So we have sweet peas climbing up the back of the trellis. Finally, as you can see, if you kind of start counting them out, there is a lot of sweet pea activity going on here. There's also zinnias in here. This is supposed to be my main zinnia bed, but the zinnias are the smallest thing in here. The poppies, look at this giant poppy. You can see the biggest things in here are the nasturtiums, the poppies. Even the sweet alyssum is bigger than the zinnias. Like this here in the middle of the screen now, that's a zinnia. And like it's so small. And then there's another one up here in the corner now, that in the middle. But like that poppy is huge. So the poppies are going to be done before the zinnias really start. So it shouldn't be a problem that there's two levels of things together. Oh, look, there's the coreopsis. It's not blooming, but it's almost blooming. These are the straw flowers. Anyway, it shouldn't be a problem that they overlap and that they're crowding out the zinnias, because by the time the poppies are dead and gone, that's when the zinnias will be able to take over. This spot is going to be really lovely once it starts flowering, because we're going to have a bunch of bright yellows coming out of the pot farthest to the right. The middle one is going to be pink and silver, and then off to the other side is going to be bright corals and pinks. So it's going to be a really nice spread, these three pots, hopefully. This was this morning, so I was just showing you. Look, the garden's nice. The cosmos look great. Down in this bottom bed, if you look at the bottom of the picture, the cosmos are really fluffy and frilly, and you could pick them out. I feel like my zinnias, I'm worried is not the right word, because regardless of what happens in the garden, I will be happy with the garden that I have. But I do have some, I'm giving the side eye to my zinnias, going, what's going on with you guys? I've even given them plant food already this year. I think I need to buy some more plant food today. Actually, you know what? Let me make my list. Why would you have a pen? Pens are for plebs. Who needs a pen? Don't worry, everyone. I'm just struggling to be a human being. Got it. Got a pen. Made it to the end. Okay, so I need plant food. I need cat food. I need bird food. We're good for dog food. There was something else I needed to get today. Sunscreen. We also need conditioner. Conditioner. I also need hair dye, as you might be able to tell from the lack of color in my hair. plant food, cat food, bird food, sunscreen, conditioner, hair dye. Are there any other weird things? Oh, I need a new nail file. Nail file. Good. Julie and I are going out on like a let's get stuff done day so I can add extra things. This is the Tangerine Gem Marigold. She's beautiful. She's the moment. Look at her leaves. They're so perfect and beautiful. And even though they look sharp and pointy, they're actually very small. So they look like they are not actually pointy at all. This is a basil that was called Danny Lemon Basil, I think. Danny Lemon Basil. And I got seeds from a seed exchange. So let's see. We've got sweet Danny basil seeds, lemon scented type. Let's see what we've got. The strong lemon scent contained within the leaves adds zest to fish dishes, as well as soups and salads. This winter grows to 40 centimeters high. Do not rush planting. Well, I didn't. But anyway, it's looking pretty good. It's almost time to take some pinches off the top so it can get bigger, but it's bushing out pretty cool already. And she's living in here with the garden heliotropes. That's this guy in the back and this one over on the side. And there's also some lobelia at the bottom, but those are slow to start. This is my Apricotta Cosmos, or two of them. Hello, mademoiselle. Would you like something to chew on? You want some marigolds? Want some marigolds? Here. There you go. Enjoy. Happy birds. Here, I'll show you. There. So this is their outside cage, and I think for the summer this is going to be where the outside cage lives because I want them to easily get into it so that we can go outside. I have spent the last whole week with the birds outside, honestly. Every time I can, I take them out. And what I did yesterday was I had them outside all day. I would come inside, and whenever I came inside, I would just open my back window so that I could hear them because they're very loud. And then I would go back outside. I spent most of my day outside. I would say like I had probably 4 or 5 different 15 to 20 minute breaks inside. But overall, look, oh, that bird is so happy back there. She is, hold on, let me see. See if I can get you a little closer here. Look at her. She loves to rip up a marigold. That bird back there. If that bird loves one thing, it's ripping up a marigold. She's gonna have a great couple of minutes right now. She probably saw herself just now. That's what that... Look, and he's ripping up the other side of the marigold stem. So this one right here is Gary, and this one is Beelzebub. Beelzebub prefers the flowers. Gary prefers whatever is least conflict, and he also really likes to drop stuff, as you can see. Gary, would you like a different flower? Unfortunately, the birds are jealous so much. Like, the amount of jealousy these two birds have is such that if I try to give Gary something else, Beelzebub will drop what she's holding because she wants whatever he is getting. But I know she loves this marigold, so I'm going to let her finish chewing it before I offer Gary anything else. Look, he's like, could I maybe... Oh, no? Maybe, could I have a little... Maybe... Oh, okay, bye. Oh, I'll just have this one seed. Thank you. Why does this happen? I just got so friggin' nauseous. It's such a weird feeling because it's not like I'm gonna throw up. It's like straight up just this awful nausea feeling I've been getting. It's been like months. Nothing's wrong with me. I had breakfast this morning. Okay. No, don't touch those. Those are lilac cuttings. Actually, this is probably a good idea to figure out today. What do I do with lilac cuttings? I took cuttings off of the lilac trees that I have, and I want to see propagating lilac using suckers. Yeah, well, I didn't do that already. Let's see. Rooting a lilac tree. Lilac cuttings can be challenging to root and are slow in the best circumstances. Takes at least twice as many cuttings as you want plants and expect them to die. Okay, what is the easiest way to propagate lilacs? Okay, digging and transplanting. Will lilac cuttings root in water? They will, but it's not the most reliable method because lilac stems are prone to rotting. Rooting them in a moist potting medium is generally recommended for higher success rate. To successfully root lilac cuttings in water, take the cutting 4 to 6 inch of flexible green growth. So we're not going to be able to get that with this unflexible woody growth. I had to cut it off, so I was like, strip the leaves, remove the leaves from the bottom half of the stem. Any submerged leaves will rot. 1 to 2 inches of water. What is the old wives' tale about lilacs? What time of year do you take lilac cuttings? Late spring, early summer, right after the shrub finishes blooming. Softwood. I didn't get softwood. I got hardwood from last year's growth, but it's probably fine. We'll find out, right? We'll find out if it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, then I still needed to trim back those parts because they were looking like they needed to not exist anymore. I wonder though. I wonder if I could put like rooting hormone on them. If that will help. I mean, it can't hurt, right? Well, it could hurt, I suppose. Anything's possible. Okay, so this has not worked. It has not even tried. So I'm going to just use this potting soil, and I'm going to root some of them in potting soil. And I'm going to do that by first using my, oh, you don't need to be this close to me anymore, do you? We can back up a little bit. I know we know each other, but like, relax. Okay, so I've got rooting, what is this called? Rooting paste. And I'm going to rub the stem in the rooting paste first so that it's nice and sticky. Then I'm going to take my rooting powder and coat the edge of the stem in rooting powder. Then I'm going to take something pokey and stab it into the dirt. And then I'll put the cutting in the dirt. And I will water this pretty much immediately after. Okay, I think, I know these are all small, but eventually these will probably, hopefully, maybe, turn into future trees, and that'd be really cool, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be cool if I could just propagate enough lilac that my whole future property is just surrounded by lilac? Because I would be very excited to have my life that organized in such a way, personally. It's like one of my ultimate dreams, to have a property with lilacs abound. Many lilacs available. Oh, that's too tall. Are you short enough? You seem short enough. Toby, you have been stinky. I don't know what, don't stretch like you think you're cute. This dog has been making smells that I'm not used to him making, and I don't appreciate it. I tell you what. I would like him to be a scent-free dog. Gross. But he's very cute, so we tolerate the stink. But it's new. He's not usually a tooty boy, as we call it in our family. Are you a tooty boy? Well, Toby is, and it's grossing me out, and it's not something I usually have to deal with him. And I keep getting a waft of fart. Why are you farting? What did you eat? All right, there. We got 4 cuttings that we're gonna do in soil. And then, oops, sorry, microphone. And then we'll take these out, give that some water at the bottom to absorb. Now, That way we have two different methods. I'm going to put this into a large Ziploc bag also so that it doesn't lose any more moisture. Then the next thing I'm going to do is the same thing with the second cuttings. I feel like maybe I need to do a better cut on them too, though. Oh, uh-oh. You know, like a sharp cut. And like sterilize them and stuff. We'll see. I might do that if I do roses this year. I kind of want to go around locally. We have some of the most beautiful rose bushes I've ever seen in my town. I think it's because the town is old. We looked at some history stuff together last time in the town that I live in, and it's been an established living place for a long time, so the rose bushes have been here for a long time. Some rose bushes are like 100 years old, and you can tell because of how like aggressively they're growing. So anyway, I was thinking maybe of asking some of my neighbors for a cutting from their rose bush. When to take a cutting from a rose bush. Softwood cuttings in late spring, early summer. Best time depends on the maturity of the stem. Softwood cuttings, semi-hardwood cuttings, hardwood cuttings. So softwood, late summer. Softwood, early summer. Okay. Anyway, how to grow roses from cuttings. Thank you, Country Living, for having our answer. Please don't teach me all about how your Nana brought cuttings from abroad, but let me just see the instructions. We want pruners, rooting hormone, perlite, plastic bag. Good. Cut a 6-inch piece. Good. About the thickness of a pencil. Take a few cuttings, remove all the leaf clusters except one at the top of the cutting, dip the end into rooting hormone, sure, poke it into a pot filled with potting medium, root the cutting in a clear plastic bag with potting medium, cover the cutting loosely, sure, and use a couple of stakes or sticks to keep the bag from touching the leaves, bright and direct light. Keep the potting medium damp. Be patient. If you don't have roots, about 6 weeks, start over. Plant your new little rose in a pot and gradually acclimate it to the sun. Okay, will do. Let's see. Love it. Just lovely. Okay, hold on a quick sec here. Just hold on. We're going home. Okay. All right. Looking good. Everything's looking good. Very good. Sorry, I was going to see if there's any information about the roses in roses. Hold on. Let's see. So the Royal Botanical Garden has lots of roses. Peak season is mid-June. The Rose Garden. What is waterfall capital of the world? Sure. I'm trying to see where the flowers. Everyday tourist. Aw, Hamilton, the flower city. Is that what it is? But okay. Okay, RBG, sure, that's a place that has flowers. I'm looking for something specific, please. The internet. Remember when Google could get you what you wanted? Don't know where I am. That Google can't help me anymore. Oh, I didn't even finish the garden tour. I got totally distracted. Let's get back to the garden tour. Thank you so much for keeping me on track. Next on the list is the first of the zinnias, really trying. This is a sanguinea, 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 whatever it is. It's supposed to be reddish pink, and this one is having a hard time because it has been outside since frost was still happening. So I'm sure she's going to be okay, but her first flower is a little rough. This is a celosia that just fully is a coxcomb celosia, turns out. I thought it was a flamingo feather celosia, but this is definitely one of the coxcomb varieties, as you can tell by how weird and wide the flower is. Don't know what she's all about, but I guess we'll just have to see if she's worth growing. I don't know, you know. Also, my Monstera deliciosa has undergone a little bit of an irreparable sunburn on some of her most beautiful leaves. I'm not concerned because it's summer. If this happened in fall, I would be worried because these leaves are what is going to give my plant food for the winter. But it's summer, so there's gonna be enough sunlight to go around. These leaves can die and it's fine. Oh, hi there, the void chat. Oh, the void cat. Such beautiful burbs. Thank you. Those plants are beautiful. Thank you. Howdy, how are you? Nice to see you. Hola, amigo. Hello. Sorry, my chat was covered for Twitch, so I wasn't replying to you, but hello. Nice to see you. Welcome to the chat. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever. Okay, anyway, this Monstera is sad, but she'll be okay. This is my Hoya. Also a little sad right now, but she'll be okay. She always is. She loves summer. She struggles through the rest of the year so that we can have summer. She lives for summer. She's just like me. This is the geranium, doing very well. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous maidenhair fern. This is Thunder, my chihuahua. These are my ferns. Like, hi, I'd like you to meet all of my ferns. Friends, you thought I said? No, I meant what I said when I said ferns. It wasn't a spelling mistake. When I said I wanted you to come over and meet all my ferns, I meant what I said. Okay, this is last year. I just want you to see where we were at with the coleus last year. So this is last year at the exact same time. This is June 5th, 2024. And may I show you how small the amaranth is? And that's a zinnia, and these are all coleus. So we're fine. We're doing fine. This is last year how the hosta was looking, which is great. Big leaves. I think this year they're even bigger, which is great. This is last year. Gorge. Last year's onion flower looked amazing. Actually, looking at this, last year the garden is bigger though. Look at the last year's garden. Those baby's breath are just about to bloom already. I guess I have the same garden as last year, essentially. That's fine. Doesn't it look cute? It's cuter now, though. It's even cuter. We've got it to be even more lovely. Now back to the present. That's now. I feel a catch on my nail, and I need my little nail file, but I don't know where I put it, and I'm gonna rip off all my nails if I can't find it very soon. Where would I have put it down? Somewhere that I thought this will be helpful when you need it. Okay, we'll deal with it in a minute. This is a coleus that was gifted to me when I did a purchase on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm excited. This is my other castor bean plant. This one has a cage around it just in case the other one gets killed. These are both celosias and a petunia and a gomphrena. I think this is a forget-me-not. I don't know, but I'm looking at it and I have not looked it up yet. Just from what it looks like when I'm just looking at it, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done this yet, so I may be completely wrong, but to me, when looking at it, I'm seeing forget-me-not. Let me just see if the internet agrees. It is a forget-me-not seedling. Laura, sometimes, girl, you just get me. Okay, so I have a forget-me-not seedling, so that's fun. It's a weird spot for it, but that's okay. More of my beautiful, beautiful onion, looking gorgeous, being the moment. Oh, she's everything to me. Look, look. Oh, God, she's gorgeous. Wow, look at the flowers. They're just so cute and little. They're like tiny tulips all around. This is a celosia also. Gorgeous, salmon colored. It is a coxcomb, but we're gonna just be okay with it. This is my one and only Clarkia Mountain Garland. I'm a little bit stressed about it because it's like my favorite spring flower, and 2 years ago, so June of 2024, my Clarkia Mountain Garland was already like in full bloom on June 5th. Whereas right now it's like this. So we're gonna just give it patience, we're gonna give it time, and we're gonna hope and believe that it'll be okay. That's the plan, all right? All right, good. Hi, I love plants. Hi, Kaz. I also love plants, so that's great. I love finding other planty folk. So join us, become one of us. One of us. All right. Hello, Facebook viewers. Hello, Twitch viewers. And hello, YouTube viewers. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate you. Don't forget to click the thumbs up. Follow if you're on Twitch. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Like if you're on YouTube. Hype? I don't think you can hype lives. Hype. Hype me. That doesn't sound good. Okay, I have to go pee because that's what happens when you are an alive person, which I am. So I'm gonna go pee now, and I'll probably let the dog out too. You can look at this beautiful thing here while I go, and I'll turn the music up so you have something to listen to, and then I'll turn my microphone down so it's not me. Yeah. I'm back. Here I am, I'm back. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what just happened outside because it was very annoying, but also silly. It's not annoying enough to be actually annoying, like I'm not bothered. It's annoying in a way like, excuse you. So for the last couple of days, like I told you, I've been taking the birds and the dog outside for pretty much the whole day, from like 9:30 until 7 p.m. probably, 9:30 a.m. until 7 p.m. I was pretty much outside with the birds. And don't worry, I reapplied sunscreen multiple times, so I'm very actually responsible. But in that time, Toby had the time of his life. He was basically just lying down in the sun on concrete for hours, and that's honestly a Chihuahua's happy place. So he just asked to go outside. I let him outside, and the dog disappeared, which he does sometimes in the backyard. It's not big. So I wasn't worried. And then I called him to come back, and he didn't come. And I was like, where is this dog? He called him again, doesn't come. Go down the stairs, and he's lying down like a roadkill. He's sleeping flat in the alley of our backyard. We have it's all fenced. He's fully fenced. But there's like an area that feels like an alley. Anyway, it's in the direct sun, and he was lying down like a dead dog in the sun. Just like he was like, I want to go outside. And then he walked down and lied down. So he didn't want to go outside to go pee. He just wants to be out there. So I had to go and pick him up off the carpet because we have a carpet outside in the sun, because he wouldn't come. He was wagging his tail, and then he wagged his tail and closed his eyes, which is like how he pretends to be invisible. And then when I eventually said, let's freaking go, he just like lied down and showed me his belly. And I was like, bro, you're so dramatic. And then once I picked him up, I put him on the ground. Like I picked him up, took a few steps and put him back on the ground. And he like slow walked back to the house. So I guess he's going to have to be outside again all day. Nothing I can do about it. A dog needs what a dog needs. And apparently this dog needs just to be out all day in the heat. Which, I mean, happy for you, bro. I'm happy that he's got, something to live for. Okay, now I'm starting a new crochet project because I just want to see if I can make it work. The crochet project I want to do is I'm going to crochet around this loop. And then I'm going to see if I can crochet in the round and have this as a piece, as an entrance. The other option is to crochet a rectangle, stitch it, and then crochet in the round. Like, start as a rectangle. Bro, you drink water, and every time you do, you end up choking. Okay, first of all, relax. Is there something that we could do to maybe not choke every time that we drink water? What do you think? How can I facilitate healthier drinking of dog water? Maybe if the water is higher up. He already is drinking out of a fountain. I don't even think he has to lower his head to drink out of the fountain. So I don't know how else we could help you, buddy. I don't want him to have to do like a surgery or something on his throat. Is that like a thing they can fix? I don't even know. I guess on his vet visit, which I still haven't booked, please shame me. Thank you. Shame. Shame. I haven't booked your vet visit for the summer. You need a vet visit. The vet is going to be like, it's not giving good pet mom, Toby. He already has his flea and tick stuff, so that's okay, but he still needs, I don't think he needs rabies this year. I think rabies is next year, because he got it last year, and it's 3 years. So I don't think he needs rabies shots this year, but he'll need a heartworm test, even though he's taking flea and tick medication. He will need a heartworm test, and then he'll take his heartworm medication. So these are the things. Is the heartworm gonna be, do they have to shave your arm, or can they just take it from like a swab? I haven't done it in a while. Poor baby. He's probably gonna hate it because New Things and Toby are not typically besties. Toby is not into tons of new stuff. He likes what he likes when he likes it. Hey, bud? You okay? He's so sweet. He's just curled up in a little ball underneath me in a dog bed, which he flipped over. So it has a soft furry inside, but the underside of it is like plastic with a grip on it so that it doesn't slide on the floor. He flips the dog bed over. I don't even know. Is it because he's hot? Maybe, but I don't think it would really, I don't know. Sometimes he doesn't want the furry texture and he flips over the whole bed. And that's what he's done right now. Smart little man. I don't know how many single crochets it's gonna take to get around this thing, but it's probably too many. It was an idea from, was it Melissa? It might have been Melissa, to do a dog or cat bed with a embroidery hoop as the opening, or with a loop as an opening. And I don't have a large circular wire thing, but I do have large circular wooden things, and those are my embroidery hoops. And so that could work for the idea of an animal bed, hopefully. We'll see. I think it'll work. We're just trying to get something going, a new project that can be inspiring so that I can film a video. I've been really feeling, it's annoying to use the words burnt out. I know I talk about that sometimes, but I've been feeling burnt out regarding crochet and filming videos. And I know that's why I haven't been able to do it. And I'm still doing other stuff, but I haven't been filming. And I thought that if we did something that was just fun and interesting, maybe I'll get a little bit more encouraged. Because it's like, I'm not completely, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. I just know this is an idea that I think is interesting and I want to see if it works. So that's enough motivation for me. Hey there, Alex.
Oh.
How are you doing?
Super.
Ooh, en français. Don't know if you knew, Alex is bilingual. Trilingual. All right, there's a penguin. There is a penguin. I guess that's where Alistair put it back. Either I put it there or Alistair did. I have now had my niece and nephew, greetings again from Belgium. Greetings from Southern Ontario. My niece and nephew came over again. It's been 3 times in 1 week. They have come over for a barbecue, and I can't tell you how happy it makes me to have those little guys over for a barbecue at my house, or for dinner, or just to hang out, because everything that's in my house is exciting to a child, and I love that. Like, Alistair loves rocks, and I have a rock garden outside. It's not an actual rock garden. It's literally a pile of rocks that are pretty enough that I wanted to keep them, but not pretty enough that I wanted to tumble them. So I'm just having them as a decoration outside, and I let Alistair take one home every time he comes to visit. And it's awesome. It's really awesome. I love that. I love that he comes and gets to take a rock home. I let him have a stuffed animal the last time he came over and take it home. He doesn't want to leave. Like, he cries when it's time to leave, which, amazing. We love that. Obviously, like, sorry that you have bad feelings, but I'm happy that your bad feelings are that you don't want to leave my home. I also have rocks lining all of my window ledges. Ooh, what are we making? An animal bed. I think the plan is for an animal bed. So I'm crocheting single crochet all the way around an embroidery hoop, and then I'm gonna well, we're gonna figure that out together, I think. That part, don't worry about that part yet. We're gonna figure out what I'm gonna do next after. Let me get around it first. Anyway, and Alistair and Elizabeth both love the birds. Like, they're both obsessed with the birds. And the birds were outside the whole last time they were over, because I've been having the birds out all day. So they were enjoying just staring at them and talking to them. It's so sweet. It's one of my favorite things, how much the kids love all the animals. They're always confused. Well, Alistair, he always wants to see Peekaboo because he sees her in when I'm FaceTiming him, and he sees pictures of her, and he hears about her a lot. So he always wants to see Peekaboo, but Peekaboo doesn't come out when people are here. She only is out and social when no one's here. Oh, and he's seen my live streams, right? But anyway, he always wants to see her, and he's always sad that she's not around, but she's always hiding. And I said, someday she'll be used to you and she'll come out. Maybe. Okay, I've made it all the way around the embroidery hoop with single crochets. And now I'm just going to do another round of single crochets, and then I'm going to start doing some expanding, I think. But first I need to just join the round. Give her a slippy. And there we go. Now I can say, excuse you, Beelzebub. Who does she think she is? Hi. So anywho, I've been really enjoying having them over. Barbecuing is now the name of the game. Alex loves having barbecued food. Last night I made trout, so it wasn't a barbecue night. But barbecuing is now the name of the game. So if you have any barbecue recipes, things that you like to cook on the barbecue that maybe aren't typical, like obviously we know burgers, hot dogs, corn, potatoes. So far that's all. Oh, asparagus. So far that's it this year. That's all we've done. Oh, and sausages. Chorizo sausages. But like, what else? What are we making? Who's making a birthday cake on the barbecue? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want your creative barbecue food. I'm not going to make a birthday cake on the barbecue, but I mean, like, what other, like, can I do chicken? How can I do chicken? What do you like to do on the barbecue? Is there any other thing I should be doing? I want to do more vegetables. I'm not like sure how yet. And I think I'll probably just trial and error stuff, but if you... Can I help you? Do you want to come over and sit with me? You want to come sit on my shoulder? They want to go outside. See how they're on their outside cage? That's because they both want to go outside already. Even though it's not time. It's not time to go outside yet. Hey, Alex. Would you be willing to work in my office for this afternoon?
I mean, I prefer not to. Why?
Because then I could put the birds outside.
How does that help me?
Well, you can leave the back window open and then you can hear them.
I have headphones that don't hear them.
Okay. Never mind. Just thought they might be able to go out. They can go out this evening. Sorry, Burbs. You can't have these flowers. These are for Alex. Oh, my wrists. My little old wrists. They're not appreciating this crochet right now, let me tell you. Oh. The angle. The angle is not good. I'm sure it'll soften, like the harshness of the angle that I have to use to crochet will be less difficult once we get around a couple times. Hi. You're so cute. What are you doing? You just watching? Hi. Hi, baby. They just want to be included. They actually just want to go outside. Everybody wants to go outside. I understand. We're all going to get to go outside today. Don't worry. Oh, also, I noticed poison ivy is coming up at a new location in my backyard. So I investigated where it's coming from, and it turns out now our entire next door neighbor, no one's been living there for a year, our entire next door neighbor's backyard has become completely overgrown. All of the ivy that is on our side, just ivy, is now interspersed. Ivy, poison ivy, ivy, poison ivy. So and now their whole backyard, the ground is all poison ivy. And they built a deck 2 years ago, but they didn't get rid of the poison ivy before building the deck. The whole deck underneath is poison ivy, and now it's growing up through the deck because no one's been living there. So, like, even if our landlords pay to have an herbicide, a broadleaf herbicide sprayed, it won't do anything because it's just going to be poisoning the border of the property. It's like our next door neighbor would need to have their whole yard sprayed for poison ivy because I can't touch it because I'm allergic to it because it's poison ivy. Apparently not everyone has a reaction to it. That's lucky for them, and I thought I was one of those people. Got a little full of myself. Turns out I am not immune to poison ivy. So I will not be doing anything to take out this poison ivy because it's not my house. If it was my house and I had to, I obviously would figure it out, but it's not, so I won't. Okay, I've now done a round of single crochets. I kind of want to do a few rounds. I feel like the doorway should be pretty nearby. Can you do slip stitches on slip stitches on slip stitches? I don't think so, right? Like, I can't make the whole thing slip stitches. How would I do that? What would I put the stitch in next time? I don't recall, so no. So we'll do a few rounds of single crochet, I think, and then after the single crochet rounds, we can increase out a bit to make like a poofy shape. But maybe we only increase between a certain point and a certain point so that it is flat on the bottom. You know? I know you know. We both know. I have an idea, actually, though. I figured it out. So here's what I'm thinking. I'll make marks by doing stitch markers. I'll put a stitch marker between two spaces, and that will be the flat bottom of the cat bed. It'll probably end up being Toby's also, let's just be honest. We know Toby, and we know that he is a bed hog. Peekaboo, not a bed hog. Toby gets as many beds as he wants. My stomach needs to relax. It has been fed. Gorgeous. What's everybody else working on today? Oh, I made a bunch of lists yesterday. I was very productive. I got a lot of work done, but I also made a whole bunch of lists about what I need to be doing. Also, I know this looks so uncomfortable on my wrists, and it is. I don't have a comfortable way to do it with the embroidery hoop. It's like making it weird. So I'm aware that it looks so angular. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was making lists yesterday of to-do lists, to-buy lists, goal lists, all that sort of stuff. Haha, same with my stomach. Oh right, I'm on my period now. Thank you, Louisa. That's why. I'm like, why is my stomach making such noises? It's because when your uterus begins to cramp and, what's the word? Like, when your uterus begins to cramp, the organs around it are also affected by the movement happening there. Even if it's only a little bit, there's no way that there's no effect, because tell me you have no effects that come with your period. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. What? What do you want, Beelzebub? Anyway, it's making a lot of noise. But I had oatmeal for breakfast, and I had a cup of tea, and I had a cup of water, and I had a cup of coffee. I am, like, hydrated and dehydrated and hydrated again and fed. There's no reason for any loud noises or anything. And that's that. Who you talking to, Beelzebub? You talking to Gary? Oh, that's Gary talking. Gary, you're saying out, but you're saying it so quiet. And Toby already went out. My poor babies. They just want to go outside in the sun. Okay, hold on a quick sec here. Let me just finish this round up. Let's see what we're working with here. I kind of just want it to be like skinny, long enough for it to be like an entranceway. So no decreases, or increases, I mean, for a few rows. It's hard though. I'm using 2 different pieces of yarn to make it stiffer. Hey, Pika. Hi, baby. Hi, honey. Come here. Toby. Come here, baby. Toby, leave her alone. Toby. She's just trying to get in over here. She's trying to jump up. Come here, Pika. Here, Toby. Here. There. A distraction. Lots of open room for you. Urgh. Come here, baby. Come here. Apparently means come here in cat. I saw a video on Instagram. I don't know if it works. So far with Peekaboo, it does not work. Come here, Pika. She has to act aloof and disinterested. Come here. You come here, Beelzebub, if you want to come. Come here. Okay, I've made it around a couple times now. How many times? We've made it around 2 times. Joining my next round. And I'm gonna do, I think, one more single crochet to make the door area. I'm back, stupid work meeting. I want to be outside so bad. So do all of the animals. They're literally like waiting for the clock to strike 12 so that they can go outside. Toby went outside to go pee and then lied down on the floor and refused to get up because he wanted to just be outside where it's beautiful and warm and lovely. And then Gary's going out really quietly. Hi. Silly. Peekaboo, where'd you go? Oh, good. Toby's eating his breakfast now. I don't know why he didn't want it this morning. Alex, are you making soup?
Oh, thank you.
You need to put a timer on or something. You forget it all the time.
Thank you.
You're gonna burn our house down.
I hope not.
Oh, Peekaboo came. Hi, baby. Hi. Thanks. Thanks for coming. My baby. Nice to see you. All right.
Thanks.
You're welcome. want to be outside playing with my plants, but it is also quite hot. I'm going to be honest. It's hot today. Yesterday was 28 degrees, which is a bit warm. Hopefully today. I think I found the perfect spot for my frigsalis. Where'd you find the spot to be? Where'd you put it? Louisa's Frida oxalis is an oxalis triangularis named Frida, but it's one of the babies from the Frida. Hi. Do you smell the foods? You smell Daddy's soup. He's having soup for lunch. She became so sad, and now she's coming back. She'll never die. She can be sad. She'll never die. Hi. Hi, baby. You trying to get in that inside your outside cage? I think the door's closed, Beelzebub. My God, I love this cat. Look at her. This beautiful regal princess. Okay, I'm sorry, Pika. I am actually doing something right now. The birds are trying to get into their outside cage. Indirect sunlight, close to the backyard door. That's smart. It's what she wants. I've also found full shade outside. They do really well. They will not do well at full shade inside, but if you put them like underneath an awning outside, they're pretty happy with that. Or if you put them like on the ground so that they get underneath the tall plants, they like that too. This is my queen next to me here. I tried to let her outside, but it gets too dry or too damp. That's totally fair. Yep. No middle ground, yeah. Oh my God, the soup Alex made smells so good. I think it was Italian wedding soup. It smells yummy. You can't have my yarn, okay? I'm crocheting with it. You good girl. God, she's so fucking cute. You're such a princess. You are my princess peekaboo. It's already 11:15. Where did the time go today? Maybe I am hungry. I mean, I ate at 6. But like usually I don't eat breakfast and then I'm not hungry until like, I don't know, 2 o'clock? Maybe 11, between 11 and 2. But like I ate breakfast and now I'm starving. Seems rude. Seems counterproductive. What is it, Beelzebub? Oh, you got inside. Good for you. How did you get... The door is barely open. You squeezed in there, huh? She's inside her outside cage. But you know what? She saw me see her and went, I wasn't in there. I didn't willingly go into any cage. I would never do something like that. Okay. There we go. Feel like that's a pretty good width for the like doorway section of the cat door thing. That happens to me too, I guess, because you're in fasting mode if you don't eat, I guess, but I don't appreciate it. I'd rather just like be able to turn fasting mode right back on after I eat. Like I finished eating, now I'm in fasting mode again. Don't feel hungry again. Okay, so now that I've got to this point, I think I'm gonna do a round of slip stitches. Just so that this edge is really thick. Jesus, Murphy. What is happening? I guess no school today. By the way, guys, if you have not yet clicked the like button, the thumbs up, please do, as I struggle with my single crochets. Something is burning my eyes. It's like onion. Like a fresh cut onion. Alex must have added onion to his soup. Seems unlikely. He's not really one to add to soups. Have you ever added an egg to ramen? Change your life. Oh my god, my eyes. Maybe it's my sunscreen. When I look down, maybe it's getting in my eyes. To like keep my eyes up. Good job, buddy. He ate about 1/3 of his breakfast. He does not have a very big stomach, that dog. Okay, I actually have some topics for us to talk about today. Are you ready? Oh, here's one. What do you want to do this summer? Summer bucket list? Do you have a summer bucket list? I have a couple things that are on my summer bucket list already that I feel pretty cool that we've got a couple of them done, but there's a few that I don't know if I'll actually be able to get to them. One of them is to go to a mine or a quarry to look for rocks. That's on my summer bucket list. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it. I'm hoping if there's any time in the summer where I have any reason to be close to Bancroft. There's a mine in Bancroft, Ontario, and it's got amethyst and stuff. So that would be fun. But yeah, anytime that I could go to a mine or a quarry this summer, it's something I want to do. The Niagara Geological Society also does mine, it's not a tour, it's like a mine visit where you're allowed to like go play and look for rocks, but you have to be part of the Niagara Geological Society, which I am, but then you also have to be you have to have like an additional clearance because it's like a field trip, but it's adults and they don't want you to get hurt. But anyway, it's in the Niagara region. There's another quarry sort of mine, and it's for limestone, but there are other minerals that are there, and you can mine them out for those days in the summer. So that's something I'm hoping I can add to my bucket list for this summer. Another thing is to catch a fish and have it in the freezer to eat during the winter. What fish? That's not super important. At first I said perch, and now I'm like, I don't care. Rainbow trout, perch, largemouth bass, honestly, a catfish. My big goal this year is to put a fish in the freezer. Like every year I have big goals, like put a bunch of fish in the freezer or something. Nope. I have not achieved the put lots of fish in the freezer. So let's just try and get one fish in the freezer, and we will eat it on like December 21st or something. Like the coldest day of the year. You know? Something like that. Okay, hold on. I lost a yarn there. Good, got it. This slip stitch round is tightening it all up. What? Oops. Oh, they're coming to fix my laundry machine. I hear him talking to the landlord people. That reminds me, there's a rock pit near my uncle's hunting camp. It's full of pyrite. I took so much.
Can you mute your mic for a second?
Yeah, hold on. Cool, I was right. I took so much, but I mean, what am I going to do with a bunch of tiny pieces that fall out so it's all loose? What do I do with all this pyrite that I have collected from a mine? Yeah, that's probably what I'll feel like after I go to a mine, for whatever I find. But you know, it's probably, don't worry about it. It's probably a good decision. You should probably do it. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep working in single crochets. Now I did a round of slip stitches. Okay, cool. And now I think I'm going to do back loop only for one round, and then we'll do increases. I think that'll work just fine. Right? Or do I go through, sorry, let me just figure out where to put my hook. Or do I want to put it like this? Can I put it through this whole thing? Or is that a bad idea? Can I? Yes. Should I? Maybe not. Yeah, but definitely we're doing single crochets. I think if I get bigger, it'll be too floppy. One. I think I might have done the wrong thing. I think the slip stitch made it too tight. Yeah. Slip stitch round, bust. Okay, so now we're gonna, instead of doing a slip stitch round, excuse you, we're going to do, maybe start with a chain one, and then maybe do every other one, we'll do 2 single crochets in each stitch. So first stitch gets 1, second stitch gets 2. That should be good. Hello, first time chatter, Life with Lena, hello. 1, 2, and then 2 in the next one, 1 and 2, and then 1 in the next, and then 2 in the next. Yeah, this'll work. Then 1 in the next. Now we've got it. We got the system in place. It's gonna work out well. I need to stretch my back 1 sec. Normal. Sometimes my back hurts because due to the way I am. 1 and 2. All right. So, hold on. What else? Oh yeah, a bucket list. What else is on my bucket list? I want to go camping, of course, which we did. What are you making? I'm trying to make some kind of cat bed thing. So I crocheted around an embroidery hoop to create like a sturdy opening and closing. And then the rest of it, the plan is for it to be kind of floppy like a cave. Ugh. That's the plan. Okay, so I want to go fishing. I want to go camping. I want to go to a mine. I want to summer bucket list. What do I want to see? I want to go to a cottage. That would be fun. What else do I want to do? I want to try and make a bouquet every day that I can. If there's a bouquet to be made, I would like to make it. I don't know what else I've got for a summer bucket list. You know what I would like to do? I would like to go to a farm that that grows food similar to my parents. I want to see what they look like. I want to see what's the competition like. Like my parents do pick your own. I want to go to a pick your own from another farm, see what's up. Just like as a customer, just go and, you know, get a full bucket of vegetables, get a full carton of eggs, just be a customer and see what the vibe is. Thanks for the idea of a bucket list. Like, a summer goes by so fast and I feel like I end up wasting it. Yeah, my sister Julia actually gave me that idea today. She was like, you should talk about summer bucket lists. And I was like, that's a great idea. I also want to make a summer bucket list. And I hadn't even thought about it. Also, my eyelid skin, I'm using retinoids right now. Retinoid A, retinol A. I don't know what it's called. It's a retinol. It's a retin something. It's a skin serum. And it makes your skin thin and replace itself faster so that you look less old, allegedly. It's my skin is sensitive, bro. The things I do. It's a good idea. I think so too. A bucket list. Peekaboo, stop eating my plants. You troublemaker. Out here causing trouble. Thanks for the idea. You are so welcome. Toby's out here telling Peekaboo to back off. It's true though, summer does go by so fast. And I agree, having a list of things you want to do will make it more memorable too. We went on a family trip to the zoo. That's pretty cool. That's fun. I want to do other things like that. Family trip to the whatever. Unfortunately, it's very hard coordinating 6 separate adults who have families and lives. It becomes difficult very quick, and it's very hard to get all of those people into one spot ever. So I doubt that we're going to have any more full family outings for a while, but we could do partial family things together, just all as separate groups. And then Julia goes back to work in September because she is not pregnant anymore and done with her kids. At least sort of. Okay, is that big enough for the bottom? Yes. Peekaboo is not that big, right? Hold on, let me think. Should that be done in slip stitches then? No, it'll just be single crochets in the back loops only. That's what it'll be. And then I'll just do single crochets in the back loops only every time I get to this section, and that way I will have a visual cue of when to change my stitches and when to not bother with increases. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm designing this as I go so that when it's time to film a tutorial for it, we can get to that when we get to it. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 1. Yeah, this is gonna look cool, I think, actually. What else should I add to my bucket list? I do want to go to the forest more, but I don't know how to make that a goal. Like, go to the forest more. Forage more. Maybe I could make a bucket list like make 3 full meals from the forest this summer. That seems fun. Seems like a fun way to do it, because then I have to go to the forest and forage. And I'll have to do it multiple times. Okay, hold on. There's 1. So there's my last back loop. Then I will slip stitch together. Good. Chain 1. Single crochet into the base. Come on. And then single crochet around. So we'll do increases every other round, I think. And no increases on the bottom, so it'll just be like a flat tube that flares out. Perfect. But no pressure. I'll be waiting for that tutorial. It'll come. It will come. For forest, I put down minimum X number of hikes. Oh, that's smart. I also want to go to the beach, collect rocks. I want to use my waders. Maybe this weekend I'll be able to. It's supposed to rain. So that might be fun. What else do you have on your list? If anything. Ooh, it's hard to put my crochet hook when there's so many stitches. It's fine. I don't know what else I should put on my list. For the summer. Hold on a sec. Oh, my, hold on. Outdoor concert or play. Oh, a play sounds fun. That's cute. Cool. I was gonna tell you this is almost better. It's no longer open. It's fully closed now, which is great. No longer an open wound. And this one is almost gone, which is awesome. If you didn't hear, I went to a dermatologist and I got precancerous lesions burned off of my skin, and it was a little bit more intense than I thought it was going to be in terms of what the healing was going to look like. However, it is on its way now, and I am so excited to not have a dark spot on my chest anymore. I feel like it showed up and I was like, it's an age spot and I don't like it, and then the doctor was like, not an age spot, let's burn her off. And I think I'm just gonna get a standing annual appointment to look at my skin now. Because even just, I knew the spots on my skin were something other, and my family doctor didn't think it was something to think about or worry about. So I think I'm just gonna call the derm and be like, hey, every year in whatever month, can we make an appointment to have all my stuff looked at and burned off, anything that needs to be burned off. I'm probably going to have to burn like cancers off my skin every so often now until I die. I've had too many sunburns. Don't get sunburns. Wear sunscreen. Take it from me. Someone who very, very, very much did not do that. Outdoor play sounds cool. I do want to go to an event. It could be a concert. Oh, actually, I'm already going to do that next week. I'm going to a baseball game. A baseball game where I need to bring a knitting project with me to the baseball game, which is stressful because it's not actually stressful. Just relax. It's just going to be a bunch of people enjoying themselves. But I will be judged and seen out in the world. What knitting project should I bring so that I look cool? I don't have anything that's on the go, so it won't even look legit. It'll look like I just started whatever I crochet or whatever I knit. And like, it is technically, crochet is available too. Like it said, you can bring whatever craft you want, but it's for knitting. So I feel like most of the people that are there are going to be knitters. I don't want to be sticking out, you know? Okay, I'm almost at the end where I can start doing back loops only again. Oh, I want to go to I think a vineyard or a beer garden or something. I want to go like to a restaurant that is I think a beer garden or a vineyard. Go to vineyard. Go to mine. Camping. Cottage. Bouquet a day. Waiters. Fishing. Foraging. Put fish away for winter. Good. Stealing vineyard. I think it's a good idea. It's a fun one. I went with my friend once, and had a really good time. And there are there are hundreds of them within a 1 hour drive of my home, because I live in southern Ontario, and we are the wine capital of Canada. So there are vineyards. If you just drive on the highway where I live and get off at any exit between my house and the US, there's a vineyard on the exit. Like, you will find a vineyard on that exit, which is cool. That's a cool thing about where I live. We have a really good growing season for wine grapes here, and so you can always find a vineyard when in doubt. And now there's beer gardens also, because there's farms everywhere, so they grow hops, and then they put a restaurant up, and they're like, look, hops, see? Like beer. We brew it right here, and we grow our own hops. And I'm like, very cool. I don't drink beer typically, but still cool. Okay, hold on. After this row, I should be able to... Oh my god, this thing right here, it's dry, but it's so itchy, and I can't itch it, so I have to itch like this on either side of it, and I have to be so careful, but it's so itchy. I just want to scratch it off. Okay. You can't do that. Okay, looking good, looking gorgeous. There's a bus wine tasting tour. I did it years ago. It goes to a bunch in the Annapolis Valley. It's pricey now, though. Of course it's pricey now, though. Everything is. Literally anything. Everything. Gasoline. It's too much money. I don't have that kind of money. I don't have the kind of funds to be paying $2 a liter. Not a gallon, a liter. And there's like a bunch of liters in a gallon, so like, relax. It's too much. It no longer is cost effective to go to the faraway grocery store for the better prices if you have to pay 3 times the price for gas. Not 3 times the price, but you know what I mean. Okay, so now I have a flat bottom on this thing, and then the sides and the top are flaring out. And the bottom, I did it in a different texture. You can't tell, but it is. Just believe me. And I think it's gonna work. I think. So then we'll join with a slip stitch. Good. And then we'll chain 1. We'll single crochet into the first stitch. 2 single crochets into the second stitch. 1 and 2. 1, 1, 2. Yeah. 1 and 2. Okay, and then 1. Hi. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Yeah. Cool. That'll be flat, right? Yeah, I think it'll work. 1, 2. These stitches are so tight though, because I'm using a small hook and 2 strands of yarn. I'm doing that because I want it to be stiff so that it kind of holds its shape. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, and hold on, 2. Gorgeous. Okay, relax. Sorry, I have an earring that is tickling the inside of my ear. I just have to twist it so I don't go crazy. Good, thank you. 1, 2, 1 and 2. And oh, by the way, if you have not yet clicked the thumbs up button on today's live stream, please do. And if you're new here, know that I live stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. That's Eastern time, and I'm here pretty much every week in that time slot, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. Join us. We've been doing it for like at least 5 years now, 6 years. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 12. It's been a while, so join us. The nice peoples here. 1, 2, and then 2 in the next. 1 and 2. These stitches are too tight and I'm not having fun. My hands are tired. Oh, it is love from the first. Julia, why are you still at home? I thought you were gonna come over. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Where are you? Where are you? A bumblebee keeps hitting the window. I keep hearing it. Okay, wait. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Wait, are we there yet? Ugh, not even close. 1, 2. 1, 2, and then 2 in the next. 1 and 2, and then 1 in the next. Then 1 in the next. Then 2 in the next. 1 and 2. Then 1 in the next. And another 1 in the next. And 2 in the next one after that. 1 and 2. I wish I could switch to a different stitch, but I think that single crochet is the right stitch here because of how dense it's gonna be. That way it kind of holds the shape when the kitty cat is inside of it. Hopefully. Oh, I hear a bird going in for a bird bath. Gary's morning bird bath. Gary likes to have a bath each morning. And here is him doing it. One and 2. Oops. You ready? Here he goes. He's very brave. Oh, first gotta test the temperature. Maybe just a step. Maybe we'll just see how deep that rock is. Well, maybe I can sit on the rock. And it'll be okay, actually. Okay, I'm on the rock. It's not too deep, though. If I turn around, he'll stop. He'll get away from the bath. He's like, I wasn't doing anything. Please don't watch me. This is private. So I just pretend that I don't see him. Even though I can look at him in the viewfinder and see that he is quietly sneaking into the bathtub. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Okay, 1 and 2. And then 2 in the next. 1 in the next. And 2. Okay. Flaring out really cute. Couple more. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2 in the next. 1 and 2. 1 in the next. 1 in the next. 2 in the next. 1, 2, and then 1 in the next. Beautiful, gorgeous. And now I'm at the back loops only section I'm doing. So I'll just switch myself into back loops only and single crochet with no increases across the back loops only section. I think it's gonna work. I have to put sunscreen on my arms. Kind of want to just put a long sleeve shirt on because it's gonna be cloudy and then I don't have to wear sunscreen. I might do that for today. I also might make myself a Nutella sandwich before my sister comes. What is it, Beelzebub? Hmm? Okay. Totally, this is gonna work. The bottom will be flat like that. And then the big sides, see the bottom is flat, there's no increases, so it'll sit like this. And then this body section will kind of puff out. I wonder if I should stop increasing now. That might already be big enough. Peekaboo's not that big. She's regular big. Oh, you found something to snack upon? I'm glad you found something you're happy about. You biting the hosta leaves? Good for you, kids. Whatever you say, whatever you want. There we go. You're so good, Gary. Sweet bird. He's not a sweet bird. He's actually a demon, but he can't help it, so we just put up with it. Oh, you found mint. I can smell it. Is that what you're chewing out? Some pieces of mint? All right. To each his own. Last night I made a potion. That's what I call it when I make tea, but it's nighttime tea and it's tea from the garden. And Alex always calls it a potion, so I started calling it a potion. And I came outside and I said, I made a potion, and he said, oh, thank you. Is it with all of the magic stuff out here? And I was like, yep. And he said, oh, very good. And he fully played my game with me, and it was very nice. I was so happy. And then I started telling him about the plants from where I was standing and he was sitting. And he said, do you want me to come over there and you can show me? And I was like, I do. And then he let me show him all of my plants. I showed him all of where the baby's breath is. And he was like, is it good or something? And I was like, yeah, it's really good. He's so nice about my garden to me. He lets me be just a girl. I don't know. I don't have to be. It's nice. I just get to be. And that's nice. I like it. All right, girl. Can you be less dense? It's so hard to crochet. So thick. 28 degrees outside right now. What in the world? All right. Here we go. It's too tight. It's so tight I'm not having a fun time crocheting single crochets into it. But it's important. I think it's going to be a good idea. What do you want, Beals? I know what she wants. She wants the bouquet that I made here. She wants it in her cage so she can destroy it. But I will not be putting a bouquet in her cage. I will be giving it to Alex in his room. Although that's a good idea. Make a bird bouquet every day. That seems like the birds would love that. I can just do mint and chamomile and marigolds. They would love ripping that up. Zinnias once they start blooming. A bird bouquet. That sounds like actually I'm gonna add that. Bird bouquet every day. Good. Thank Thank you. Thank you. And Mr. Toblerone is sleeping now because he has a hard life and it was a hard day that he had. You know, as one does. Okay, okay. Okay, yeah, I think that'll work. I feel pretty confident about it. I also feel kind of like you could make something that's comfortable to wear on your face with a hoop as the middle, like this, and then like a whole hood. It's kind of a vibe, maybe for a baby. You can see how it like flares out. Ta-da! Oh, ow, I was leaning back too long. Oh, I have to call my doctor. I have to call my doctor. I won't forget. All right, I love you guys. I'm gonna see you guys later. I'm gonna go now. I know there's still 9 minutes left of the live stream, but I'm outie because I want to get ready to go and hang out with my niece and my sister, but also my niece. And I want you to keep thinking about the bucket list, the summer bucket list, okay? And on Monday, we will make a formal list. Maybe we'll do a watercolor too. Or maybe this weekend I'll do a watercolor that we can use as the background to our list. That seems like a good idea. Yeah, come back on Monday and we will come up with a perfect summer bucket list and we'll make a nice painting to go with it. Okay, see you guys next week. Have a good rest of your week. Don't work too hard. Drink lots of water. Okay, see you next time. Love you. Bye.